Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Thursday, November 30th, the year 2017. Possibilities, opportunities. I get a question from time to time about when do I trade? How do I know what to trade? How do I know what method to use, etc., etc.? And I tell them I trade when I see opportunity. But I can see where some people say that's vague. Well, if I only have one method, let's just say the buy zone, then the only time I will trade is when there's a buy zone opportunity. In other words, price is somewhere close to the open and it starts heading toward the buy zone. But let's say I also use the wick zone. Well then, if there's an opportunity because price is in the wick zone of the previous day's candle, either the upper wick zone or lower wick zone, well now I have another opportunity. And if I throw the rat zone in there, I have a third. If I have the weekly open cross, that you can consider that a type of buy zone trade, but that's, the daily and the weekly. That's another opportunity. So I have certain opportunities that I trade, but there's a lot of other opportunities I don't. So what's the difference? Well, the opportunities I trade are the ones that my frequency distributions tell me give me statistically an edge. Based on statistics, if I take that trade over the long haul, I will come out ahead. I will come out in profit. So, possibility, according to Google here, a thing that may happen or be the case. The state or fact of being likely or possible. A thing that may be chosen or done out of several possible alternatives. Now, let's look at opportunity. A set of circumstances that make it possible to do something. Okay, it says a chance for employment or promotion. So when we apply that to trading, it's real simple. It's like there's possibilities and then there's opportunities. So let's look at the charts. So what do we have here? We have the euro yen on the weekly chart. And we can see that it had gone down below last week's open into the weekly wick zone, and then it exited. And so from 132.109 to 133.328, if I'm not mistaken, that's about 122 pips. I call that a pretty good opportunity. That'd be a nice haul. And even if you only took the weekly open cross, you'd be up, 31 plus 3, 34 pips. That's not bad. So you see, I look to trade when prices are in those areas that give me what I consider opportunity. I hope I'm being clear. I hope this is understandable. And as you can see right here, the euro yen was just pulled off a new daily high there. But once again, here is the wick zone, the close and high right there of yesterday's candle. If you take in that trade at 132.79, you would be up 21 plus 32, 53 pips. So you can see right here that was an opportunity. I hope that's clear. I really do, because People are wondering, when do I trade? How do I trade? It's simple. And as always, no squiggly lines are harmed in my trading and the making of these videos. Once again, we had on the euro yen, we had a buy zone opportunity. It hit here and then it just kept going. It was almost another buy zone opportunity here, but not quite. So as you can see, simple. Then again, this was the weekly open. There was a weekly open cross opportunity once. Then there was one to the downside and then another to the upside. So once again, simple horizontal line trade, weekly open, pips to be put in your pocket. It's really not that difficult. It takes some patience. You might, you know, I was asleep back then, didn't get that opportunity. And then we can look at the rat zone. As you can see here, it put in a low, exited the zone, put in a high, exited the zone, dipped back in. Once again, any entry in here in this rat zone within 20 pips of the daily low usually will pay off by the end of the day. And as you can see, it did. And right now you are in a red rat opportunity, red rat zone. And once again, we can look at very simple price action. In this case, we're looking at H4. But I believe most of you probably trade something on a higher frequency time frame. So we can look at, let's just pick M15. As you can see here, it put in a low, a higher low. We look right here, it broke there, or we can do a price turn type trade, red candle followed by a green, and right there was a trigger for a turn trade, or you can trigger here out of a 2-bar high-low trade. I think I'll have to go over that in a separate video. I don't think I've talked about that in a video. I may have. But anyway, there was the opportunity. And if you could either use that low or the previous or the midpoint, which would probably be somewhere around here, as a place to stop. Have your position size set accordingly, and here you go. Now you can wait for another turn trade opportunity. It may or may not happen today. So simple price action. And in case you're wondering if this is the first time watching, here we have a red candle followed by a green. So right here would have been the trigger to go short. And you see here, you're going short. You might have taken on a little heat right there. So if you would have placed your stop here, you would have gotten stopped out. If you would have placed your stop there, you could have made pips. There was the possibility. There was the opportunity. So the thing is, at any point in time, it's possible. But if you have certain methods, like if you have one method or two or three, the opportunity is only there when you apply that method. So right now, I can't apply the turn trade here. It won't work because it's not present. I have to wait for that opportunity to present itself. But if we look here at the wick zone, you see here when price is in here in this upper wick zone area, that's when you have the opportunity to take a wick zone trade. And here we're looking at the fast M1 price action, and as you can see here, green candle followed by a red. There's the trigger right there, and let's see, oh, that would have been worth what, about 4 or 5 pips at the moment. So for those of you who like to scalp 3 to 5 pips, once again, the opportunities are present. I'm trying to remember. I think there was another question. What was it? Oh, but there is something. Let me just go over something for those of you who use the dashboard, because a few people have had some problems. Just a little quick reminder here. Now, if you use one of those brokers that have an addition like a .I or a .PRO or a .VIP or a whatever, what you have to do is here in the My Addition, this is where you have to put that addition. So for example, if it's VIP, you put it in there. You do not, I repeat, you do not put .VIP or .PRO. No, don't do that. The indicator will put the dot in there for you. That's the way I coded it. So once again, maybe it might be a .FX. That's where you do it. Because some people are having a hard time. I thought I explained that in the PDF. Maybe I have to explain it better. I thought I also had a video on it. But anyway, I just wanted to get that out there in case any of you are having problems using the dashboard. And also, if you're using some old code that I wrote back in 2008 or before 2009, make sure that you have all the indicators. If it's calling another indicator, oh yeah, I know what it is. The indicators, I sometimes have EXT on the end. Those are external indicators, meaning an indicator like the dashboard's going to call them. They're not meant to be placed on charts. If you place them on charts, I can't guarantee what's going to happen, because that's not what they were designed for. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So I hope that I've explained the opportunities that I look for. That's why I like to have my gauge here, because when I see these in magenta or pink, however your eyes see that color, that tells me that there's an opportunity. In this case, these are rat zone type opportunities. Close, open. If I see that there, for example, the dollar-yen, there's the daily open, so we're set for an open cross. And as you can see here, it broke through the top, put in a high, so out of that wick zone, and came across the open. So right now there's an opportunity to trade the dollar-yen. So there you have it, fellow traders. As always, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off to drain the banks. Oh yeah, I remember what the other one, what the other question was. Somebody on the YouTube video commented, what are you selling? Why do you make these videos? I make these videos to pay it back, to pay it forward. What am I selling? Well, I still have some Drain the Bank t-shirts if you're interested. But other than that, not selling anything. So I hope that answers everybody's questions. And if you have any more, feel free to ask. TheRumpledOne, once again, signing off to go drain the banks.